So it is a very interesting time for Dragon Ball content. Dokkan just released a modified version of the Piccolo banner that was on the Japan side. And then we got Dragon Ball Kakarot, which has been on a marketing rampage and has been releasing clips not seen in the main series in their little trailers. And then we have the other side of the aspect of the whole thing with Dragon Ball Legends, where we haven't seen much in the way of content. What's going on, guys? Corrosive Bullet here, and I'm going to be talking about some predictions that I think I have, just kind of talking and discussing all Dragon Ball Legends and just kind of getting a feel for like what we might be able to expect. I mean, I'm no insider. I don't know exactly what's going to be coming out per se, but you can kind of piece together things here and there based off of past banners, what we've seen the past couple months, and we can kind of just throw some ideas out there and just kind of get an idea in terms of what we should expect or what we should be seeing, hopefully, in the coming months. So if this is something you guys would like to see me do more of, please don't be afraid to comment down below. Let me know. And yeah, let's just get the discussion going. So the oddest thing about the lack of information for Dragon Ball Legends is the sheer fact that we don't. It's kind of funny because we have been getting updates. We've been told like what's like on the horizon. We know based off early leaks that in the next day or two we will be seeing the Goku Day event coming back. We will see, let me see if I can find it here and we can just kind of showcase what we know is on the way. If it'll even let me. I think the Goku thing is a ticket thing, so I have to kind of go into tickets, I think. Yeah. So this is apparently coming back. The Goku Everyday banner is supposedly back on the way. And it's just, you know, free logins and probably missions. Mission rewards will get you the tickets for Goku Day, kind of like it was last time. And the way the banner's kind of showcasing it, it looks like it's going to be all the updated units over the past year since the last event kind of came out. Like we got the OG Goku that's been Zenkai Awakened and stuff that's coming in, and we got the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. Super Saiyan 4 is in it. The only thing that's kind of disappointing is that we don't have any of the LF Gokus. I think since LF kind of came into the picture around this time last year, I feel like the LFs should be in here at a reduced rate, just so people have a chance at being able to get like Super Saiyan 3 Green Goku and LF Blue Namek Goku. But outside of this, and outside the most recent update, we haven't really seen much in the way of announcements for the game. The oddest of all being that we don't know, the V-Jump scans have not released since December when they showcased the Bardock and Tapion banner, which is really interesting. You would think that there would be some sort of announcement. Now, my theory, and I'm hoping I'm wrong here, but I think because the Legends Super Saiyan 4 step-up banners are still ongoing for another 11 days, and then they're going to revert to their standard banners after that, I think this is going to actually end up withholding whatever Ultra Space Time banner we would have normally gotten in January, which is kind of a shame, honestly, because as good as these units are, the fact that they're kind of breaking pattern and whatnot is just kind of sad, especially since, you know, this banner is leaving in 4 days. You know, like that, like the fact that we're gonna only have a standardized banner for the Super Saiyan 4 uh, characters and GT characters, I think is just, I don't know. It's sad. It's honestly sad. But at the same time too, you know, like we've been getting hounded by banners and new characters for the past month and a half anyway. So a nice break will here. By this point, I feel like a lot of people will have all three of the Super Saiyan 4 baby characters at this point. I can't imagine that there's somebody out there that's still missing one of them, even if they're only just at a couple stars. But anyway, but yeah. So it'll be nice to have it's nice to have a little bit of a break, I guess. But at the same time, you know, you would think that there would be something more. But that being said, all we can really do is just kind of theorize in terms of what the next UST characters might be, and I mean, based off reoccurring trends. I mean, we got this banner, right? We got the Dragon Ball Super Bardock, which is a decent Saiyans unit. We got Tapion, which is a really good movies unit. EX Kid Trunks with the sword is actually really good as well for an EX unit. If you put EX Trunks and Tapion with purple Trunks from movies, you're setting yourself up for success in terms of team building. Like, that's a really, really solid team, especially with EX Trunks's green card. And then going down from here, Ultra Space Time, what is it, 17? Ultra Space Time 17. We kind of broke away from the movies threshold. We got Cooler, which we know is movies, but I don't remember if he actually boosts movies in any way. I don't know if either of these characters boost movies. They might. I know they boost LOE. Like, easily. Let me just take a look here, just so I know. So if we do 6 stars, right? In terms of Z ability, where's the Z ability? Lineage of Evil, Lineage. Okay, so they do boost Saga. So yeah, we got more Saga characters here for the movies, which came out. It was Cooler that did that. Final Form Frieza was Frieza Force and Lineage of Evil. I wouldn't expect anything else from them, from that type of character, though. That's to kind of be expected. But we also got, you know, Metal Cooler, which is movies, I believe. Shisami was a movies character as well. So, you know, once again, another UST summon banner came out here. And then you go down to 16, and then you got Full Power Bojack and Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, which are both nuts in terms of their kits, in terms of their capability. But again, once again, more movie characters. And then we go even a little further back, like, then we got these two characters. We got Super 13, and we got movie Goku. Again, movie characters. Going back even further. So UST 14 was actually the first banner, I think, that did not have movies unit. Because 15 was there, yeah. So yeah, 14 was the last time we had that, and that was back. When was that? That released, I think, in August. End of July, and that lasted all through August. Yeah. So, based off the recurring trend that we're kind of seeing here, it's not to say that the next UST unit would be a movies character unit. Now, in terms of who that could even be, because you got to think, like, all of these units, right? Every single one of these movie team units, while they are all solid units, none of them are usually, like, game-breaking. They've done a lot for the movies team, and you see a lot more movies team in PvP now than you did maybe a couple months ago. But in terms of like Gohan and Bojack are probably the strongest units on the movies team right now, outside of OG Broly when he's Zenkai Woken. So in terms of what characters could come next, we could see another movies character. Unfortunately, though, I think most of the movies have kind of been covered at this point. And now that you know the GT team is now getting some stuff, there's also the possibility that we might end up seeing some GT characters as well. Because let's kind of sit and think about it, right? So we got Super Saiyan 4 Goku, we got Super Saiyan 4, we got Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, we got Baby, all of which are somewhat essential for the GT team. I mean, you got this Hyperildo, which is okay. You got this Goku, which is pretty decent. This Goku is a decent is probably a necessary bench unit due to his HP buff that he gives with his Z ability. I mean, this Vegeta is really good. The Trunks is really good. But that's movies. That's not GT. In terms of GT characters, there's a decent amount of stuff that they can start doing. The only downside with GT units is that there's not much we can really go off of at this point. We can get earlier forms of Baby, but that's not really going to... I don't really see that being plausible. Just based off of, you know, the character's power in the show. Like, this was his peak. We can obviously get another Super Saiyan 4 Goku in some capacity. We've yet to get Super Saiyan 3 Kid Goku. And you could do some things with that. Like, you can make a transforming GT Kid Goku in some capacity. I could see that being a plausible UST banner. More than likely, that might be what they end up doing. If they decide to go the GT route, they could do a transforming Kid GT Goku into either a Super Saiyan form, Super Saiyan 3. They could also transform into Super Saiyan 4, which would be interesting to see. They could release a new GT Vegeta in some capacity, maybe, because the yellow Vegeta's okay, but he's not like crazy good at this point. He's a really decent bench. The main reason people kind of use old GT Vegeta is because of his debuffs that he offers, right? So a new version of this Vegeta wouldn't necessarily be the worst thing either for them to put in. In terms of other characters, though, obviously we got the Shenrons, but I don't know if if GT is quite there yet in terms of releasing the Shenrons. We're not going to get Omega Shenron anytime soon, I don't think. We would get Nova Shenron and the other dragons before we would probably get him. I really don't see much else that they could really do with them. They could re-release a stronger version of Super Saiyan 4 Goku, because as we know, this Goku, or the other Goku, this Goku is baby Goku. It's not Super Saiyan 4 from Super 17 saga. It's definitely not the character from the Omega Shenron saga. So, yeah, they could do something with him. But yeah, obviously Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is around the corner at some point. More than likely, I think Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is probably going to be Anniversary. And if he's not an LF, that would actually be kind of surprising. But who knows, honestly. But yeah, as I've kind of said throughout this entire video, in terms of just announcements and updates, we really don't have much. And then there's the other aspect of, you know, updates too, right? The Legends, like we recently got the Baby Rising Battle, obviously, and then we got the co-op events that were kind of going on in terms of that. So they're kind of bringing back old Rising Battle events, which is fine, which is really nice. especially for me, since I haven't really fully maxed out half of these characters. They just released this one, so I don't see another one coming out soon. Probably in about 2 months, we'll probably get a new one. Maybe a little sooner than that. The one thing that I'm curious about, though, is the one thing I'm curious about are the Legends Road characters. Now, the last Legends Road character was this one right here, the Super Saiyan Gohan Teen character, right? That released late November, came in, and then ended early December. Now, because this just recently came out, I can't see a new Legends Road coming out anytime in the near future. Probably sometime after the Super Saiyan 4 banners disappear, and we start seeing UST again is probably when we'll see a new one. So I'm thinking maybe early February we might see something. But in terms of that, there's a lot of characters that they can do with the Legends Road. In terms of who, I don't think I can really predict who they can really do. Because, I mean, if we kind of go back and we kind of look at all of the Legends Road characters, I mean, for the most part, more or less, they've been Saiyan characters, right? So, I mean, we got Great Saiyaman, which has the Hybrid Saiyans tag, I believe. I could be wrong there. Obviously, we got the Vegito, but that's a Rising Battle. That he wasn't a Legends Road. We got Gotenks. He's okay. He's not great. He's more of a bench unit. His damage output's not great. I would like to see this Nappa come back. I'm really surprised this Nappa has not come back yet. In some capacity. This Piccolo is really good, although he's been kind of phased out by Baby a little bit in terms of regen. And like Kid Buu and stuff like that. He's still good. He's still viable, but he really kind of went on the backspin since all these other new units have been kind of coming out. Again, this Legends Road Trunks, he's okay. He's not great. He's not great. We got this Goku, who's pretty decent still. But it's been a little bit since we've seen him. I can't remember the last time we actually saw him. And then obviously we got the Ginyu Force, but these guys kind of got regulated to banners, so there's really no reason, and even I don't think they're going to bring back this event ever, since they're so common in banners now. I just don't see it being an option. This Yamcha, obviously, because there's no Z Warriors tag in it, or Super Warriors tag. I don't see that. I don't see him being viable really much anytime soon. Yeah, there's a lot of characters that they could really bring back, but we don't really have much in the ways. I think if they were to release something, they should do something for GT. If they don't do something for GT, I would like to probably see something from Super, some sort of character coming into for Super. I would really like to see like a standalone Kale for Universe 6. Universe 6 is one of those teams that are very underutilized. They're very underutilized. They have the units available, but in terms of their kits don't really benefit much. They're not quite a viable. Hit's the only character that's really kind of holding that whole team together. So if we were to see a standalone Kale, or something of the like, would be really interesting to see. I don't think that's going to happen personally, but it's just something that I just kind of noticed. It would be really nice for them to do that with. But yeah, but we'll wrap up the video here. It's been about almost 20 minutes into the video. So yeah, in terms of updates, there really hasn't been much in the way of updates, which is kind of sad. And I think that's mainly because the Super Saiyan 4 banners are still ongoing, and whatnot. I think once the New Year event and whatnot dies down a little bit, we'll see more. But we'll get some more updates. But yeah, tell me what you guys think. Let me know down in the comments. What are your predictions? What would you guys like to see coming to the game in the near future? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that red subscribe button, hit that like button. Let me know if you guys want to see more prediction type videos like this in the future. We might do a prediction video maybe every 2 months or so, if this is the stuff you would kind of like to see. With that said, guys, though, thank you guys for the love and support. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.